Okay, so for this lesson, we're doing the same thing we've been doing all unit long, where we're finding a k value, and we are using it to find if we have a bunch of x's, then we can find the y values. Okay, so for this particular example, we're talking about weight, and and remember that we're trying to incorporate fractions and decimals. So we're going to have a fraction of some sort. And so your fractions can actually be made by knowing that 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. Okay, so that means that all of these values are going to be some fraction over 16. Okay, some fraction over 16. So we are given a couple of values already. And all you have to do is just apply your knowledge of x and y and k. So remember that it's y is equal to k times x. So, of course, if in your head you should say, okay, we need to find our k value. Okay, but before we can do anything, we need to convert all of these weights into fractions, which will give us the whole value in pounds. Okay, so the way that we would do that, I'm just going to do the first one. I would say 152 and 4 over 16, because I know that the whole, right, for fractions you have a part and a whole. So the part is 4 and the whole is 16. So that's what I would convert. That's how I would convert that into a fraction. And if I reduce this fraction, if I simplify it, I get 152 and 1/4 is my fraction. Okay. As far as the 14 pounds and 8 ounces go, I would say 14 and 8 over 16. If I reduce that or simplify it, it's 14 and 1/2 pounds. Okay, so just like before when we got to find our k value, remember that all of these are going to be multiplied by k to get y, right? Multiplied by k, multiplied by k. So all we have to do is find our k values, and we should be able to find our missing values. All right, so let's find our k value. And the way that we do that, remember that we have to divide our y by our x. So we have 14 and a half. That's going to be divided by 152 and 1/4. Okay, so to find k, we're going to say our y over x. Okay, so for this, let's say, or let's not change the variables. All right, so we're going to take our 14 and 1/2 and divide it by 152 and 1/4. All right, so that's what that's going to look like. Let's set it up the way that we normally. So 14 times 2 plus 1 is going to be 29 over 2. And remember, we have to do our keep change flip, but let's write out this first. 4 times 152 is 609 over 4. All right, I'm going to do my keep change flip. Then 29 over 2 times 4 over 609. Okay, if I try to cross cancel, I know that this is 2 and 1. If I try to cross cancel 609 and 29, let's see what happens. So 609 divided by 29, oh, look at that. It fits. So 29 is a factor of 609. So I can cross cancel so that this is 21 and 21 becomes 9. And I end up getting 2 over 21 as my k value. All right, so let's see if that's consistent, or that is a constant with the other way. In our problem, it tells us that it is, but we need to double check just to be sure. Okay, so let's double check with our, I'm going to double check underneath here, with our 107 and 10 ounces over 16 is going to turn into 107 and 5 over 8. And then we have our 10 pounds and 4 over 16, which is going to turn into 10 pounds and 1/4. Okay, so again, we're going to take our y value and divide it by our x. So we have 10 and 1/4 over, divided by 107 and 5/8. Okay, so we need to rewrite this so that it's 10 and 1/4 divided by 107 and 5/8. We do our keep change flip. Well, let's turn these into improper fractions first. So it's 41 over 4 times 8 times 107 is equal to 856 plus 5 is equal to 861. So we're already flipping it, so it's 861 over 5, but I flipped it, so now that it's the reciprocal. Okay, let's see if 861 is divisible by 41, and it is. Check that out, that's 21. All right, and I end up finding that this is supposed to be 8. Sorry, that's supposed to be 8. I end up finding that this also cancels out, so this is 2 and 1. And I'm finding that my k value is 2 over 21. So that works. So that means our k value is 2 over 21. Yay, we found our k value. So now that we found our k value, we can go through and find our backpack weights, right? We're using that equation y is equal to k times x. Okay, so we multiply all of our x's by our k value to get y, and then we would divide all of our y values that we have by k to get x. Okay, so try that, and hopefully that makes sense. So try that and let me know how that goes. For homework, I'm just going to have you do example 1, and I want you to try example 2 so that you can get the total here. To find the total, remember, we're just going to add. All right, to get that. So we're going to add our hiker's weight to our backpack weight, and that should get our total. Okay, we'll go over adding tomorrow if you can't figure that out. All right, bye.